want to talk to you about a beautiful thing, probably a man's best kept secret, and that's single malt whiskey and fine artisan chocolate. We're here today with Paul John single malt whiskey from Goa and Earthloaf artisan fine chocolate from Mysore. These are two amazing expressions of the artisan food renaissance that's happening in India right now, and I really feel it's important that you know about this. Both whiskey and chocolate are two foods that really exhibit terroir. They really tell the story of where they come from, how they've been produced, the people, the families, the culture, the sun, the rain, the air, everything that's happened in and around these products are revealed when you taste them. So Paul John, a fantastic single malt whiskey from Goa. The flavor that you're going to see here is unlike what you're going to see elsewhere. Especially with regards to the full body and full mouthfeel because it's not been chill filtered. Similarly, Earthloaf artisan chocolate, no extra cocoa butter added, so really full, intense flavor, really showing you the terroir and the soil as we mentioned before. So we're going to start with the first expression of Paul John, the lightest of the three, which is the brilliance. So on the nose, Demerara sugar, Manuka honey, cinnamon, a very crisp, well-balanced, light floral whiskey. What Earthloaf have done is they've paired their 72% Karnataka single origin chocolate, which also is quite tannic and has a very strong flavor profile in contrast to the light smoothness of the whiskey. And they've actually added, to pair well with the brilliance, rose, black pepper, and light Gondaraj lemon. The first thing that's quite apparent after tasting the chocolate, after the whiskey, the dryness of the whiskey almost reveals a red capsicum notes in the chocolate. And I think that's probably because of the flavors of the South Indian cacao. The other thing that starts to come through is the pepperiness that's been added into the chocolate. And then the light Gondaraj just comes at the end of the palate and just cleans the finish out. Slightly more peaty, fruity as well in my experience. So just coming to the nose, first thing for myself is light peat, mocha, some mint at the top of the nasal. Wonderful viscous mouthfeel, really coats the palate, and layers of fruit coming on the finish. So Earthloaf have paired their 72% Kerala single origin chocolate, which is a bit more fruity and a bit lighter. Wonderful wood, fruit, good strong body, and the alchemy, the combination of the two, reveals peach, jasmine flowers, raisin, dry raisin, and then the caraway just comes on the finish from the chocolate. So when pairing chocolate and whiskey, we're either going in two directions. One is contrast and the other one is similarity. This is definitely a great example of when two very similar tasting chocolate and whiskeys come together and create a whole new alchemy where they're actually bringing out new flavors in each other. Okay, so my favorite of the three expressions from Paul John, the bold. Wonderful full nose, peat hits you immediately, smoked mocha, even red licorice just at the tip of the nasal again. Fantastic mouthfeel, lots of flavor coming through, peat hits you immediately. So pairing with this, what Earthloaf have done, they've done their 72% Karnataka chocolate with Ladakhi apricots, smoked salt, toasted cinnamon and wild honey. Immediately the smoked salt just really working with the peatiness of the whiskey. The Ladakhi apricots have a sort of tartness which actually cleans the palate quite nicely with the whiskey, and then the chocolate just starts to come through on the finish. And because it's a very bold style of chocolate, it really holds up with the single malt peaty whiskey. Alchemy, the definition of alchemy, is that which is greater than the sum of its parts. For me, a good food pairing, especially chocolate and whiskey, should be just that. So we've given you a starting point today. I want you to go out there, get your favorite expression of Paul John single malt, get some fantastic artisan chocolate, have them together, go on a journey and really discover the possibilities that are out there.